I want to talk about the relationship between the soul and the mind, also known as the ego, and what has happened over the many millennia to alter how they operate together. Hello, my name is Emily Patallo. I am the writer and creator of 12 Creative Steps to a Fulfilling Life book, workshops, online courses, you name it, coaching. And I like to drop these little sound bites in whenever something is coming through that I feel like I want to share. Usually I just speak and out it comes. So I hope you find it helpful. It's come to my attention that as I'm called life coaching for the soul, that I want to share what that means. And when we come here as a soul and we land on this planet, we forget why we've come, obviously, but also we are gifted with a guide. So if you could think about your mind or your ego as a guide, a tour guide. So you've arrived in a new country. There's that person that meets you at the airport or off the bus, has one of those big spongy hands or an umbrella, and they're there to show you around where you've arrived, take you to your hotel, those kind of things. They'll tell you what the local rules are, perhaps about the weather, things to take into account about safety and health, what foods to eat, those kind of things. And that's basically what your ego or your mind is designed for. It was supposed to temporarily act as a bit of a guide down here, so that when your soul landed here, you had a little bit of kind of information other than what people around you were teaching you. You know, you kind of had to figure most things out for yourself and decide whether or not you want to listen to what your mum and dad say or your teachers or whatever. So you've got to, have a little bit of help along the way. And your mind tries to kind of understand stuff based on what it already knows and what it learns from other people. But what then happened is that the mind got a little bit above its station. And it decided that it was in charge, that it was the master, and it gave the impression to the soul that the soul should really take a backseat and that the mind was in charge. And so gradually over time, the soul has shrunk into the background and let the mind take over. But the problem is that the mind has limited information. It has limited capabilities. And it is not utilizing the time that we spend down here to its best advantage. The soul came with a mission, not the mind. So we need to remember that the soul is the master and the mind, the ego, is the servant. And it's done a great job, if it's kept us alive and we're functioning sufficiently in our everyday, then, it's done an okay job. But it isn't allowing us to live our full potential. We have to let the soul step forward now. We have to thank the mind, the ego, for all it's taught us, and we need to let the soul take charge again, because the soul is completely informed about why we're here and what we're supposed to be doing. And so it really is time to let the soul lead. So life coaching for the soul is to help the soul remember what it's doing here, why it came, and what its purpose is. So let the soul lead and your life will change, I promise. Big love until next time.